This is Tarot and Chill. Let's go. Hello, 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 beautiful, amazing souls, and welcome to Friday Night Tarot and Chill with the beautiful, amazing Amanda and our lovely friend Jen. And we also do have Rising Starseed Lala here with us today. And if you are just now joining and you would like to join us live and practice reading cards, channeling messages, or just sharing some chill vibes, you are welcome to join in at the Discord server, which the link is listed down below. And yeah, I'm really excited to be here with you all. It has been a beautiful week full of many beautiful lessons, and I'm really excited to be able to share a little bit of space, a little bit of love, and some messages from Spirit today. So I am going to guide us through a short meditation, but first, if we'd like, let's go and share our gratitude for the day. So if you are joining us, if you'd like, you can share down in the chat some of your gratitude. Today, I'm very grateful for patience and understanding. I'm very grateful for the depths that exist within love. I am grateful for the moments in life where I get to learn about how beautiful it is to go slow and how sometimes it is to our benefit to take steps away or to take slower steps to be able to repurpose and be in our own divine time. And then stepping forward, we have everything we need to be prepared. So, anyways, this is not a Sunday session, so it's not all about our lessons, but I felt in my gratitude that I really wanted to share that I'm grateful for those moments. So, anyways, and of course, as always, I'm very grateful for each and every one of you for being here with me today and for sharing this space and for being able to just be a part of this lovely community. So I love you guys. I want to hear some what it was, and if you ladies feel called to share some of your lessons, feel free. Apparently, that's whatever is on your heart today. Thank you all for being here. Hi, Pixie Mom.
I'm grateful for synchronicities. And I'm grateful that it is now the start of my week-long vacation. And I am grateful for the Lionsgate that is coming on Monday. And I am grateful that we get to be in here again and share with each other.
Super love that. Yes, the Lionsgate portal on Monday. Ooh, are you feeling the energy already? Is that why we're all synchronized with our red and our flowers? It must be. It must be. Go for it, Jen.
I forgot I was muted. I am grateful for so many things. I'm grateful for just, I mean, the basics, the roof over my head, the fact that the power that drives the air conditioning, since I live in the South, I'm so grateful for my air conditioning. I'm grateful for my pets. I don't have kids, so I substitute my pets and treat them like my kids. And we lost one recently, and so that has reminded me, thank you, that has reminded me how grateful I am every single day that to be accompanied by such innocent souls along this journey for as long as we get to walk with them. So that sums me up for the week, I think.
Thank you so much, Jen. That was absolutely lovely. Yes, we've got to hold our gratitude for our fur babies. I did want to take a moment and just apologize for my audio quality for anybody that's my lost my microphone cord, so and my computer keeps telling me that my system quality is low. So my apologies to anybody, but you know what? Another lesson that we are learning this week is that sometimes it's okay to just meet ourselves where we are, where we are today, and not to deprive ourselves of the things that we desire, because where we are today may not be where we want to be in order to enjoy the things that we desire. But anyway, so we're here, and I love you guys, and I'm really excited to channel some messages from spirit and to share some laughs. And I'm this red floral synchronicity is really some vibes that's just like, maybe we'll just stay on gallery view the whole time. We do look good. And
Yeah, Lala, I don't know if you got my transmission, but if if you have, I'm trying to materialize a red flowered top for you.
or blue would be totally cool.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
Flowers.
anyway, if you get this sudden urge in the middle, then that's me knocking on the door.
oh my gosh, yes. Pixie Mom says, I'm especially loving your new haircut, Amanda. Yes, it
Thank
looks so
you.
good. And Jen, your hair is getting so long. I can't get over it. I'm just
I know.
like,
I actually, for the first time since I was a kid,
I see.
do you see the braid? Is it still in there?
It's cute.
Uh,
Yes.
yay. But I had the intention of like doing the whole front so that it would hold the hair out of my eyes so I could ditch the headband because it's just so long I don't know what to do with it anymore. And so I did one and I said, okay, that's not gonna work. That takes too long. It's well, maybe it's yet another level of the patience lesson that I need to challenge, that I need to conquer. So
Well,
there
if
you
it's
go.
if it's any consolation, Jen, I love your headbands, and I think they're always adorable, and they always match. Like, you are on point with your matching adorable headbands. So
Yes, yes, yes. Well, when I was raised by the baby boomers, and where everything had to match, and you never wore plaid with polka dots, and ever, ever, ever wear white after Labor Day. So anyway, that's some unprogramming that I'm still working on, and so we'll take baby steps.
well, just hang out with me a little longer, because I break all the rules when it comes to
Yeah.
colors.
Oh.
I I don't think at any point in time I've ever actually matched, and I mix patterns, and I pretty much only wear white after Labor Day.
That's pretty on target.
All right, lovely souls. Are we ready to move into a little meditation before we go into today's readings? I would love to be able to guide us through just a grounding space to be able to come into our bodies and connect within our hearts and our minds before we open ourselves into a place of being able to receive our messages today. And I do feel called to share that if you feel called to light a candle, feel free, or if you want to light some incense or Palo Santo, if you have anything around you that you'd like to light, just in a reverence of the space, you're welcome to do that. And Pixie Mom mentioned wood burning crystal grids. Here for it, Pixie Mom. I kind of want to sponsor some of those in my booth when I have it. So keep those going. We'll get them out there. But if you also would like to set a crystal grid or just have some crystals next to you, that is always an amazing opportunity to add to your meditation experience. So I am going to invite you to allow yourself to find a comfortable position wherever you are at in this now moment. And if you'd like, you can just place your hands wherever is comfortable, but I do invite you to place a hand over your heart as well as another hand over your belly button. And we're going to take a nice breath in together. And release. Straightening your spine, relaxing your shoulders, and taking another gentle breath in. And release. Maybe releasing a sigh at the end. Coming closer to our heart centers. And taking another nice, gentle, deep breath in. And hold that breath just for a moment. Allow it to sit at the top of your lungs. As you exhale, releasing. We're going to imagine a beautiful lotus flower unfolding on the crown of your head, and you can straighten your spine just a little more, connecting. And if you are open to receiving Reiki's unconditional love and healing, we will be inviting a silver energy to pour down into the center of our crown center. Drinking into this lotus flower, moving through the third eye, expanding your awareness beyond your physical sight, and taking a breath, breathing this energy, this silver light down through the throat, expanding your ability to communicate clearly and authentically. Allowing the silver energy to connect within your heart center, spilling through the emerald green pools of unconditional love, and allowing these silver green pools to shine and sparkle and move through your chest, releasing any tension in your torso, moving down the arms and the legs, through the hips, and inviting the silver energy to connect with the yellow within the solar plexus, and moving this yellow through the kidneys, through the lungs, through the heart. And let's move this yellow down through the intestines, the reproductive organs, connecting with sacrum. And if you feel called to invite a fiery orange, passionate energy into your belly area, and we can take a nice deep breath in. Imagining that your breath is fueling this fire, and on the exhale, pursing your lips as though you are inviting this flame to grow. I invite you to take a few breaths in this space in your own way, breathing love, passion, compassion, understanding into your body, your being. Allowing this warm fire to glow in your belly, helping to relax and release any remaining tension that might be in your lower abdomen. And releasing, dropping down, bringing this silver energy through the base of the spine into the pelvic area. dropping down into our root center, connecting with our earthly energy, giving you the opportunity to be here now. You can imagine this energy moving through the bottom of your legs, down into your feet, and into the earth as roots of a tree into the ground. And I invite you to imagine these roots growing strong and wide and long, deep into the earth. Imagining them filling the soil, wrapping around and down into the rock and the clay, growing stronger with each breath. I invite you to remember the base of your spine, your pelvic floor, taking a nice breath in and breathing down into those roots on the exhale. And releasing the tension in the pelvic floor as you go down these roots and into the earth. And if you'd like, we can imagine this energy centers back into our heart center, placing both of our hands on our heart, holding gratitude for the space and for the energies that exist, that allow us to connect and be here today. Thank you for taking a moment to share a little bit of love for yourself. And whenever you're ready, we can begin to bring our awareness back into our bodies, into this now moment, wiggling our fingers, wiggling our toes, wiggling our knees and our nose, and opening your eyes whenever you are ready. And I invite you, if you have not yet, to be sure to drink some water after that little meditation and just allow the cleansing to move through your body. And we will begin today. I've been feeling really called to work with angels lately. And I just want to remind everybody that's here today that you can always ask your angels for assistance. You can always speak to them and utilize them as guidance and love in your life. And there's so many ways that our angels are always ready to be there for us. So, oh, this is great. This is perfect. Before I get into the message, I just want to say hi because some of my amazing friends are here, and this is a great message, but I just want to acknowledge. So, hi Pixie Mom, hi Lizzie, hi Amanda, hi Jen, hi Lala, hi Flash, hi Farina, and hello to anyone else that is watching but not in the chat today. Thank you all for joining me in that space. Oh, and I said Pixie Mom. Yeah, we're good. Okay. So the cards that come forward to start the collective message, and then I'll open the space back up for any of the readers who feel called to share. And if anyone wants to share how that meditation space was for you, you are welcome to do so. Today we look at the parallels that exist within us. That is the outward appearance that we want the world to see us as, that we desire to be the ego self, so to speak. And then we also have the you that exists regardless of what value the ego places upon it. And the dichotomy that we see is to be able to see that neither side is good or bad, but they both exist to be able to teach us more about ourselves, more about our experiences. And so Spirit is asking you today to be able to see, where do the parts of me that when I see who I want to be out in the world, whenever I see who I am that I desire to be represented as, what part of that can I embody and see within the being that exists every moment of every day, and however that's represented for you. There's also a message here to be able to see that you are on the right path. You do have abundance around you. And this is funny because it's like you always have more than one path. You are never stuck to just one option. And I'm seeing this beautiful angel pouring her cups, and one cup is this straight stream. And maybe this is the easy path. Maybe this is the path that we think we want to go, right? Because it's the straight path, okay? Or maybe we think that we want this more complicated path, and maybe we think that this is the route we want to go. At any point, you have the choice to pour from both cups because you hold the opportunity within you. And if you are on this path and you are down one of these tendrils, look, each tendril is straight in its own path as well. And so to just remember that no matter where you are at in your path, you are exactly where you are supposed to be. And there's a message of imposter syndrome, of being like, okay, Kristen, well, I want to go out into the world every day and be a positive influence on others. And some days I have crap days and I don't want to smile and I don't want to be a positive influence, but I still have that desire. How do I represent that on those days? You know how you represent that? You allow yourself to be in a crap mood and be honest about it. And then you hold space for it and you just be yourself regardless, because the people that love you in life, they're going to be okay with no matter what, anyways, that's a whole tangent that we're not going to go off on. But you may have thoughts that are running through your mind that are overwhelming you at this time, and so just allow yourself that space and time to cleanse and be centered and grounded in wherever you are, and hold patience and love for that, and to not allow the fear-based negativity to overwhelm. And if it does, to reach out to your family and friends for love and support. Okay, that's my message. I'm going to pass it along, and also just say hi to our new friend, Chaylee. Thank you so much for joining. We do individual readings at the end of this, but we've got a little bit of collective to do before we get there. So yeah. All right. I love you guys. Passing the stick.
So apparently I just have one card to start out with, which is the Ace of Wands. I do apologize because my kids are fighting right now, which is why I was off camera for a little bit, as you can hear. But Passionate New Beginning is coming in, and just follow your dreams right now, and just let the universe guide you wherever it is that you're supposed to be going. Just allow the flow.
I love that. Allow the flow. Hi, babies. Yes. Yes, Amanda, everybody's about your hair and her cute new outfit. Did we mention our Oh yeah. I don't even know. I'm on one about it. Okay, thank you, Amanda, though. Yes. Passionate beginnings. All right. Well, we'll just hold a little bit of space. I do also have the Two of Air on the bottom of the deck that I felt called to just speak upon. The Two of Air is about being in a place of feeling unable to make a decision, like unable to move forward, feeling at odds within your own self, and kind of pretending like there's not a problem, kind of trying to just be like, oh, I'm not at odds with things. I'm great. Everything's going great. But really on the inside, you're kind of just like, everything's not great. These things aren't, things need to change. And so I think the big message that comes from this Two of Air is to be able to see that this is a really empowering place to be, because you can't sit here for too long. Like you can't. At some point, one side or the other is gonna push through. And I think the big message that goes along with the cards that we just spoke upon is that in the teachings that I've experienced, there is no right or wrong. Everything simply is. And whenever you can be able to see that, every opportunity is a moment for you to grow. And I'm going to pull in Brendan and use his beautiful wisdom. Every time your heart breaks, it's breaking open for the light to shine through and to be able to illuminate. And anyways, it's about being able to see that there is no wrong, and to honor what is within you that is asking to be honored, because there's definitely a message here of being able to be seen, to have what exists within you and the vision of you out in the world to be seen, and to not fight with that so much, to just allow it to be. And it's funny, it's almost like they're showing me, when I first started working at the university, I struggled so much with this because this is a professional job, and there are moments where I'm a very professional, I have my professional hat on, and I didn't know how. I felt sometimes like wearing my professional hat was taking away from my spiritual hat, my the self that is me. And it took me a while to be able to see that I can honor who I am in all forms, and to do it in a way that feels balanced and right for me. And it took a little bit of playing and being able to say, I'm going to express myself in this way, and ooh, that was maybe a little too much, and I'm more comfortable here, but giving yourself the opportunity to play and express however it is that you need to be able to do so, and to remember that there is no wrong. Other people are going to have their opinions and their feelings and their thoughts, and it is what it is. They are allowed to have those, but they don't have to influence and affect the way that you enjoy and experience the life that it is that you get to experience every day. So give yourself that opportunity to be authentic within your own right. Yeah. And it's going to happen. Like, if anybody's stressing about, like, oh gosh, make, whatever, just, it's going to happen however it needs to. So do what you got to do. Okay. Jen, Lala, anybody feeling?
Um, I
Oh, go ahead, Jen. I have two very specific messages after you're done. Go ahead, Jen.
Okay. I think I think mine will be fairly quick. I had several that popped out, which is kind of scaring me because usually I only pull one. So, for those of you who do not know me in the chat, this is my second time now for reading. So I'm here for practice purposes only. So, I'm going to give it a whirl. The first thing that that popped out was that the collective has been in hermit mode. I do not know about you, but I personally have been in hermit mode for about 6 weeks now. And a lot of people I talk to have been in the same scenario in one way or another lately. So I'm about ready to, like, who does this? Who does this at the late night? Was that a David Letterman thing? I'm ready. I'm ready to ditch this card. And then the very next one I drew, though, is the Ace of Swords. So that represents new opportunity. This one specifically represents new opportunity for spiritual growth. So what are we going to do with the spiritual growth? Well, I think it is kind of similar. I resonated with what you said, Kristen, in terms of it's a self-awareness journey that you are complete in and of yourself, that you can see you kind of got. I have no idea what this card means, by the way. I tried to look it up in the book real quick and I got distracted. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna make it up as I go along. So anyway, what it's speaking to me is that there's a light side and a dark side, and that you need to embrace both to successfully travel the path that that hope that by the time you finish will integrate both your dark and light side, because you can see the sun, the moon is superimposed on the sun. So it is an integrated body. It's no longer the moon reflecting the sun's rays. You realize that, hey, I shine. I have an internal light. So and then once you get through this hermit stage that hopefully we're out of, God forbid if you haven't gone through it, you're going to. Once you get out of this, then the spiritual opportunity arises in which you increase your self-awareness to unite all parts of yourself. And if you successfully are able to do that, then I think you can do with whatever you want in this reality. You will have mastered all the skills that you need to in order to manifest the reality that you want on the highest timeline that you want. And I would just caution to be aware of the direction that you choose once you reach this stage. Because you don't want to manifest multiple directions. you want to you want to reach a point to where you focus down your options to a manageable direct and aligned direction. So, but which direction it is up to you.
Oh man, Jen, I have a hard time believing that you don't read tarot. I really do. You do so well. You really do. I feel like this is my theory. You have been studying for a while now. So I feel like just intuitively, internally, and knowledgeably now you are aware. So we are giving you all the credit here, and I really appreciate it. It has been so cool to see your journey with it, to be able to just be like, I don't even know if I can do that. And now look at you. You do it amazing. And every message you just said was literally right to my heart, on point. Thank
Oh
you
my goodness.
for sharing your gift. And I also just thank everybody for coming on here, because it is terrifying to come on here and be live on YouTube and speak tarot, spirit, oracle, whatever. It is a fleet in and of itself. So thank you for being brave, and thank you for sharing your gift, because your messages really do resonate. And
Thank you. Thank
everybody
you for the opportunity and the supportive environment. I appreciate everyone.
I just want to also say that I missed half of it because I had to go make sure that my kids did not murder each other. But the part that I did catch, 1,000%, you know tarot a lot better than you think you do. You're absolutely amazing. And the fact that you read and channel at the same time, most tarot readers can't do that. Most tarot readers go with they memorize the cards, they memorize the meanings behind the cards. They don't actually channel. So you're channeling the messages and getting your own meaning from them and getting the card meanings right on top of that without actually knowing the card meanings. So when we're telling you that you're an amazing tarot reader, you are an amazing tarot reader. You're doing this naturally. And you're both on mute, by the way.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say that this like, for anybody that is listening right now that is inspired by this, like, just know that everybody has this gift. If this is something that you feel called towards, I invite you to listen to that calling, and everybody has a really beautiful natural gift inside to be able to channel spirit and gain this knowing and higher understanding. So if you feel called, don't hesitate to connect. And anyways, that's my. I feel like Lala's working on something over there. It feels pretty good. Oh, Amanda's got some too. Okay, go for it. Whoever
Yeah,
feels called. Lala.
I have a very specific message for someone, and I'm trying to get clarity on what it is. And it's probably only one person, but it feels serious. So
It,
stay
it's up
tuned.
to you. Mine's a collective, so if you still need clarity, then
Yeah, go ahead.
okay. All right, so I don't normally pull this many cards either. Spirit was just like, we have all the messages tonight. So we got Sagittarius, expand. This one is an amazing card. Midheaven, which is like the prettiest castle, and it makes me think of Cinderella's castle and Neuschwanstein, and it makes me very happy. But this is Pinnacle. And then Aries, which is Act. Dignified, which is the Strength card. Saturn, which is Structure. And then the 10th house, which is Authority. So the message that I got from this, just to sum it up a little bit, is going into a little bit about, like I did catch the very beginning of Jen's when you said that we were in hermit mode. So that hermit mode was necessary in order to be able to expand our consciousness, essentially, because the midheaven. So midheaven and astrology simplified is basically your soul's purpose. So we've all collectively been expanding our consciousness in order to be able to move forward towards our soul's purpose. We are now moving into when we are supposed to act. So we are going to start feeling that push to move and that push to do things. We're all on our own timelines. So there is the collective timeline, but we all have our own individual timelines. So yes, it's coming in, but we're gonna feel it at different times, even though we're all in the same collective. If you're in here, you're in the same collective as the group of us. Right now, what they're calling for is to have strength. This whole hermit mode, I've been saying for weeks now, we've been in rest so that we could gather our strength, because when it is time to go, it is time to go, and it's going to be quick, quick, quick. So that time has essentially arrived. It is now time to go, or shortly time to go, depending on where you are in your timeline. This is going to bring about structure in your life and give you a sense of authority in your life as well. We are all leaders. We're all stepping into our leadership role in our lives. So it is now time for all of us to shine and to have that structure in place so that we can step into our power and our role as a leader in our lives. And that's the message.
That was absolutely beautiful, Amanda. Thank you. I needed a minute to let that one sink in. You always, yeah, you have a very beautiful way of delivering messages. Lala, I feel called to ask if your reading is for now, or if mine should. I have a card. Do you feel like yours is ready, or do you want me to read the one that I have?
It's up to you. I have a collective. It might be just a little bit longer than usual because like a bunch of cards flew out and
Yeah.
I felt two specific energies. So
Okay.
if you want to go first,
Yeah.
yeah, it's up to you, whichever you want.
I'll go first because I do feel like mine's a very specific message, and then that way you don't feel like there's any kind of rush in your energy because take the time you need to deliver the
Okay,
message that you have to share. Thank you.
cool.
Love
Yep.
the sage. Love the sage, by the way. Thank you. Okay. All right. I pulled from the Isis Oracle, and the card that came forward is Life Restored, which is a really beautiful beetle. And this is a great synchronicity. I actually was walking on campus the other day and came across a beetle enclosure that had a whole bunch of different Egyptian beetles and the synchronicities that exist within those. Probably do some research on that if you're interested in. There's a lot of knowledge within the ancient Egyptian beetles. But anyways, for today we are speaking about life being restored, and it says, the priestess of the phoenix. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life. Just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. Life restored brings messages that a trauma, ending, struggle, or apparent defeat is not the end of a story for you now. What may appear to be an ending can sometimes simply be the forces of ancient feminine power flowing into new pathways, pulling energy away from old forms so that they can transition into new forms. This can take short or long periods of time. It could be over days or years, weeks, months, decades. It doesn't matter how long something appears to have been decaying, it will spring back into life at the right time. Just as the river Nile subtly adjusts its course over time, so too will the river of light that flows through you, filling you with life force and divine energy. Move with innate wisdom. You can trust what is happening for you now. Something important to you is coming back to life. It may even feel like you are coming back to life after a long period of increasing emotional numbness, physical or psychological struggle, or spiritual delusionment. It might also be a lifestyle, a practice, or a business relationship, new or old, that is coming back to life now. You are guided by divine priestess of the phoenix, Sister Isis, to turn your face to the sun, your joy. Just as the sacred scarab beetle follows the movement of the sun, you are now encouraged to focus on the light and life that is seeking you now. Do not resign yourself to the way things have been. Let go of the past. Be brave, be bold, and allow the Phoenix Priestess to inspire you to realize that the return to life, the resurrection, the restoration is upon you now. Have hope and optimism. Just because something has fallen away in the past does not mean it will not have value and be able to grow in the present moment. Take what is going to be offered into your life, the rebirth that is happening, into your wide open arms now, and be assured that you have transitioned through the energies of death and into new life now. Peace to you, dear initiate of light. The past is over, and enjoy your rebirth. Ooh. With the magic and ritual card on the bottom of the deck, you have a really powerful message to remember the power of your words, of your actions, of your intentions, and how they intertwine, and also to understand that you are like a brand new clean slate in this now moment to be able to move in whatever direction you feel called. And this is a huge message of genuine, authentic rebirth. I'm being called back to Amanda and the passionate new beginnings that she spoke about. But this isn't like you broke your foot and you were out for a summer. This is like you literally died and now you are in your next life. So if things are a little tough right now, or you're feeling a little off, or you're just not sure, give yourself some grace, be gentle with yourself, and yeah, moving forward, everything's going to be great. Just give yourself the opportunity to have that hope, that optimism, to see things through the light, and to understand that the light comes with the darkness. The shadow and the light, they travel together. Okay, that's it. So, Lala, yep,
It's
go for
Lala's
it.
turn, but I gotta jump in really, really quick with one card. Double
Oh my
confirmation.
goodness.
I
Wow.
haven't pulled my spirit animal deck in so long, and I'll give the message after Lala's done. But I just had to show you this because that was just.
Can you read the
like
book? That book's
um,
short. That book's short.
Lala, you called that?
Yeah, dude,
Okay.
it's whatever. It's not up to me. It's your show.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, Amanda's gonna find it. Cool. I also thought it was funny that the next card that was below that was the Priestess of the Stars card. So definitely priestess feminine energy here with us tonight. So
Oh yeah.
no, Chaley says I have no grace for myself. Excuses are not acceptable. Oh, Chaley, I want to cry with you right now. Like, can we just take a moment real quick for this? Because genuinely, excuses are not acceptable, and I feel that. Hold yourself accountable because it's genuinely good for you, good for the people around you. Accountability is appropriate. But that doesn't mean you don't still hold grace for yourself. You are a human. We all make mistakes. We all live. We are here to grow and to learn. And that means that we do things the way that we shouldn't sometimes, or the way that we don't want to. Sometimes that's how we learn, and that's okay. And it's okay to not feel good about it. If you want to, grow and expand, then that's good. But just hold grace for yourself to understand that it takes the time that it needs to take. And you can do all the things within your power. You can pour your love into it. You can move forward. But when you are ready is when you are going to be able to make those changes in the exact time that you are meant to. And in between now and then, you are amazing, you are wonderful, and you are exactly where you're meant to be. Okay, Amanda.
Okay. So the message for this one is: in ancient Egypt, the scarab beetle was revered. For the creative magic of the scarab beetle spirit reminds us that we can bring forth something extraordinarily, seemingly out of thin air. Whenever you let your creativity flow through you, scarab beetle spirit reminds you that spirit is giving you the gift of infinite potential. You have an ally as you fashion something new or repurpose the old, for spirit co-creates with you, channeling energy through you so that you feel replenished and vitalized as you make magic with what's at hand. Now is a time for great optimism, for you can accomplish anything you desire, and your creative endeavors will come to fruition. Miracles, opportunities, abundance, and love will appear seemingly out of nowhere as you allow spirit to work through you and magically manifest what you need. So that's it for the book. I'll do the rest of my message after Lala because spirit is very much like it's Lala's turn, but I had to jump in with that.
Oh my gosh, all these messages are so good and resonate with me so much. Especially yours, Kristen, that Phoenix one. Whew, that was dope. Yeah, so I've been holding this for a minute and I don't know, do you want the good news or the bad news first? Like, I feel like it's not, there's some heaviness, but it gets better.
There is no good or bad. We just went over this.
Right. Okay, well, so I'm holding these and it kind of goes along with the messages that we have just had. So I'll just kind of go with this. So the first one is to really like relax, rest. It says lie back, rest, and relax. And I love it because it has a hammock, right? And like just like enjoy the journey is what I'm getting. Like watch the clouds, chill out. Like this is a time in your life where yes, like there's a lot of other things going on, but you have to find the balance of relaxing and manifesting and doing all the things just to like say like, okay, like life is for living, like chill out and watch it, watch the clouds, like watch, be mindful, practice your awareness. And the more that you can relax into that flow, that allows the rainbow blessings to come in, right? Like stop and take a look around at all the blessings that you do have already, and you are already manifesting that. Like it's a castle underneath a rainbow. Like you're already manifesting. All of your dreams are in that, in the clouds, but you also, you will get there and your pot of gold is at the end of the rainbow, I guess is what's coming out. But also it says tread thoughtfully. So you may have some foggy periods of maybe some confusion, because it kind of goes along with this other message too, maybe that there might be some confusion as you're treading through some things. You're trying to, navigate this life, and sometimes it's hard and sometimes we don't have all the answers. But again, knowing like past those mountains here, there's the blessings, right? And so the other message here is passion and pleasure, savor your life. So again, it kind of goes to the theme, like just stop and enjoy what you're doing, dance in the rain, have a bonfire, chill out with your girlfriends, like howl at the moon, do moon rituals, like whatever it is that you like to do, savor your life and have passion and, enjoyment, dance and play and sing, right? And then we got the world, which, I mean, just what it says on this card, these might be good for you, Jen. They're like kind of like trainer tarot decks. They kind of have like words on them that kind of trigger like what the tarot card means. So the world says perfection, recognition, honor, ultimate change, fulfillment, capability, triumph in undertakings, just rewards from hard work, success, and admiration of others. So like after all of the confusion and the trudging through the valley, you're reaping the rewards of these things. Like your blessings are on the way, if not already living them, if you just allow yourself to realize that you are already living it. Like take a look around. I'm sure you can find some beauty in the life that, things in your everyday thing, right? That we just kind of like sometimes just ignore. Not ignore, but we get distracted. So I don't know that, and then on the bottom of this deck was you're a beacon, right? So going with the theme, right? The whole night, like you are a beacon and you're rising from the ashes of the phoenix, right? Standing in your power, holding the flame for others and lighting the way, showing them that this is the way, right? This, like, enjoying your life is the way. If that, I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, I know it makes sense, but
And a dream is a wish that comes true. Sorry, I started singing Disney and I felt like you guys needed to be in on it. Lala, that was really beautiful. I'm going to let you.
so the other message is a little bit different. But no worries. It does have a, it's a little bit of a long one, but I had to keep pulling cards on it because I did not want to keep like what happens next, right? But it was kind of that energy. So I started pulling from the tea leaves, right? And I didn't trust the energy when I first started pulling from the tea leaves because I was like, dang, this is kind of like, that's dark energy. Like, I don't want to really I can't start off tarot and chill like that, right? And so I was like, all right, well, let me put those back in there, right? And so I put it back in the bag, right? You're not supposed to cheat like that, but I did, whatever. So I put it back in the bag and I pulled again and I got the same, like different ones, but I also like the same type of energy, same message. So I was like, all right, well, whatever, let's roll with it and see what happens. So first one we got was the club. And it says, someone will try to make you do something against your will. Which is like, whoa, what? But then also it came out, these came out separately and these two came out. So also it came out with the archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So like with that, I felt like, okay, well, that could go, two different ways. It could be maybe in order to get a new opportunity or possibility, you may have to do something shady that you normally wouldn't do, maybe, or somebody is going to try to convince you that that is the thing that you should do in order to do this new opportunity or whatever, or lure you away from what you're trying to do, I guess. So I was like, okay, well, like, okay, what? Right? Like that wasn't getting the message, right? So I pulled it some more and then I got the dagger. Fear, worries, tension, situations. And the forest. Muddled, unclear thinking. And then some light at the end of the tunnel. The bridge. And it says, successfully overcoming a problem. So for that, like, again, I was like, okay, well, somebody may be dealing with somebody shady, right? And they don't know what to do. Their mind is unclear. They're muddled. They're worrying about a tense situation. They're not really sure which direction to go. Maybe they're on this bridge, but they don't know if they can cross it yet, or which side they should be on of that bridge, I'm talking like in metaphors, but like, I don't know the situation, but so I was like, I need some clarity, right? And I haven't used these tarot cards, the DM deck, in a while. So this is the one that was concerning. Stella, but Stella's growling. This was the one I was like, I got to keep pulling cards on this, right? So let me figure out how it came out, like, because I got mixed up. So it came out, yeah. Okay, so it came out like this. So the Hangman. So Hangman is traditionally like you're stuck in between a decision, going in within your intuition, like trying to figure out the situation. kind of stagnant, like maybe this situation, you don't really know what to do, and you have to go within, right? So, but also the Hangman is like change, apathy, boredom, abandonment, readjustment, regeneration, rebirth. So like it's just stagnant energy while you're, going within. And so, okay, makes sense with the cards, right? But then the Five of Swords, which is like not great energy either. You're going through battle, you feel defeated, like you've had 4 stakes, like people just keep coming at you, like, you gotta take a rest because you've been fighting a bunch of people off. Or maybe fighting thoughts in your mind, right? But this is conquest, defeat, destruction of others, degradation, and adversaries. Yeah, adversaries may arise, revocation, infamy, dishonor, sentimentality that weakens the will. So I read that and I was like, wow, okay, somebody's like really been through the freaking ringer, right? So I'm like, what happens next? The Tower. It all comes crashing down. Unfortunately, I don't know who this is or who it's for, but whatever that situation was, that person was shady, and it all comes crashing down. So I hate to bring news like this, like, because it's not like happy and whatever, but the tower is not always a bad thing. Like the tower can signify completion. Sometimes it all has to come crumbling down. Sometimes you have to leave a toxic situation. Sometimes you have to, jump out the window of a freaking tower to save yourself, right? So complete and sudden change, abandonment of past relationships, end of a long friendship, unexpected events, downfall, undoing, loss of stability, and setback. So I was like, okay, well, what's the outcome? Like, just tell me the outcome of this, like, because I gotta know. So the outcome was the King of Swords, standing in your power, overcoming, strength, right? An active and determined person, experience, authority, someone proficient in their field, highly analytical, and a person having many ideas and designs, staking their claim in the ground, their power, right? Like, I'm not going to let this beat me, whatever they tried to do or whatever, is coming my way. Like, I'm not going to give up, right? And then you get the 6 of coins. So 6 of coins is like generosity from others, charity, gratification, strength, sharing of wealth. So maybe finally, like, do find your people, and like whoever that other person was that was doing you wrong or trying to lead you astray, you actually like find your community. And then the 9 of coins, accomplishment, discernment, which I love, right? So overcoming these challenges. Material being love of nature, sheltered environment, and cautious exploration. But accomplishment, basically, as the 9 of coins. And then temperance. Patience, harmony, bringing together into perfect union. Management, compatibility, adjustment, good influence, fortunate omen, and successful combination. So after all of that, we get to the temperance and the the abundance and the prosperity. But it was, it has to be, unfortunately, for whoever this is for, the chips may have to fall where they may, or whatever the saying is. But there was one other thing. So I pulled a happier message on those, and we got staying focused, hold the course, whatever you're going through, hold the course, take shelter, and the answers are within. Remember the hangman. You're in the hangman energy, but the answers are within. You have the light, you have the knowledge. But I wanted to read this if I can, and then that's the end of this message. But I wanted to read the taking shelter message for this this reading, because I feel like I don't know who it's for, and if it's for you and you want want to share in the chat it was for you, then great. But if it wasn't, then okay. But it's for somebody. So taking shelter. Retreat. Replenish your inner resources. Incubate your ideas for the future. Renew your energy. Do whatever you need to do to care for yourself. Mend physical objects in your home. Organize your possessions and heal relationships. Protect yourself from less than positive outside forces. Clear clutter, but at the same time, gather your resources around you. You are preparing for a kind of springtime energy in your life, but take care of the details and create a foundation now before the spur of energy. Otherwise, it can seem overwhelming. Hold on. When winter comes or a storm threatens, the traveler takes shelter. It's a time of incubation, retreat, and gathering of inner resources. It's time to plan and prepare for the future and for springtime, new beginnings, and a new cycle. The traveler knows the importance of rest and recuperation. Take care of your body and your health. Watch your dreams for insights about the future. Repair whatever needs to be repaired in your life. And you know what's so funny? That I felt called to read that message. And look what the next card is in the book. The Phoenix. Transformation. So can I read that one too? Even though I didn't pull that card. Okay, so it says transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. You are in a time of huge transformation. Old beliefs and ideas and decisions about who you are and what you deserve in life are dropping away, replaced by incredible vitality and new pathways. Soon you'll be experiencing the world in a fresh new way. The journey transforms the traveler. When the traveler arrives at the destination, the traveler is no longer the same person who started out. Even if there are some areas that may be murky or unsettled in your life, don't be concerned. This is the confusion that often appears before the rebirth. Like the phoenix that arises majestically from the ashes, a big change in your life is at hand. Don't hold on to the old ways of viewing the world and limited ways of thinking. Be willing to see the world with fresh new eyes. Changes are afoot and it's all so very good. That's all I got, because that was like a deep. I kind of, in a way, they all kind of came together, but also I feel like it is specific. But that's it.
Lala,
So-
that was beautiful. Go for it.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that that was pretty close to word for word the exact message that I've been getting for the past week now.
Really?
Yeah, the tower, the shady person, all of it. It's almost exactly word for word, and I've been getting the exact same message daily for pretty much a week now. I have no idea who the shady person is.
Yeah. But there is, it's very, like I said, it's specific. I don't know who it's for, but there is somebody shady, and they're either gonna come at you with some kind of like grand scheme, like of how you can make a lot of money, or like, something to like con you, or like make you, I don't know. I just feel like it's like somebody just trying to take advantage and like manipulate you or something. Make you believe like something other than what like you normally would go for, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been getting that message for a week now as a warning that like my manifestations are coming in, but also there's people that are trying to trick me as they see me blow up, and they want to drag me down and take advantage of all of my good fortune.
Wow. That's amazing.
It's interesting, Lala. I actually pulled with the beetle card that I pulled. I actually pulled two angel cards as well, but I was hesitant. I wasn't sure if it was a personal, because sometimes tarot and chill I'll get personal messages mixed in with the collective, so wasn't sure, but it's resonating a lot with everything you said, and I think it's going to tie in quite well with that message that you just left us off with. So really, really appreciate you sharing. And it's like, especially when we're channeling and we're sharing our gift and we're trying to understand, it's a lot of things to pull together, and I think sometimes we can feel very like hard on ourselves in the moment of like, ooh, that message didn't come out right or whatever. But like, I'm telling you right now, every single time I have ever listened back on the replay, everything always makes sense. So like, just don't judge yourself for how it's coming out or whatever it is. Like, it is what it is. You pulled it for a reason. It's exactly what it's meant to be, and I appreciate you being confident and comfortable to share the hard messages, because sometimes it's hard, especially when you're like, what, I don't know exact, because you're trying to understand it in your own real time as well as share the message, and sometimes it's, yeah. So anyways, lots of love, lots of appreciation for it. I think for tonight, because we've had some pretty heavy collective messages, and it's been a lot of transformation, I do feel called to say that this week we might not do personal readings, just because we've already spent a decent amount of time with collectives. I am happy to hold space for a few. I just don't know that we'll get to everybody in the group tonight. I'd say maybe we'll do two rounds of individual readings for everybody. So
You gonna play a game?
yes, we will play a game. Before we play the game, yes, I see Amanda, and I also have a message as well. So for y'all that are here for the individuals, we got a little bit longer before we get there, but we will hold space for a couple rounds of individual messages. So, Lala, did you have anything else on your heart that you felt called to share?
No, for this next round, I do want to pull like one, some more like more positive, like an oracle card. So I'm gonna get my Starseed Oracle out here in a second, or maybe a postcard from Tarot or Spirit. Yeah, I think maybe a postcard would be good.
Okay. Amanda, is yours before mine?
Yeah, because mine ties into like almost perfectly what Lala just finished with too. So I got Seahorse, Watch and Wait, Wolf Spirit, Turn Knowledge into Wisdom, Rhino, Overcome Any Obstacles, and then of course the Scarab Beetle that I already read, which is Magic Works Through You. So the message that I got with these cards are that we're not supposed to look behind the curtain just yet. We're not really supposed to see where the path is going. We're only being shown our next step right in front of us. We have, they're showing me like driving in pitch black down a country road in complete fog, and you don't have fog lights. And so you can really only see like directly 5 feet in front of you at a time. So that's what we're all going through right now. So really it's about trusting that the universe has us and just watching as we go each step at a time right now, taking things slowly. But we're all, like how Kristen said that we're starting a brand new life right now. We're all in page stage. So we're all learning who we are and what we're meant to be, that whole expanding consciousness and going towards our soul's purpose. None of us have ever been here before. This is all brand new to all of us. So we're all in page energy right now. We're all gathering knowledge and learning who we are and what it is that we're supposed to be doing and what our leadership role is in all of this. There's going to be obstacles, but we are going to overcome them. They're not big obstacles. Even people that try to drag you down, like Lala was mentioning, they're really not a problem. Spirit has us, we're protected. So those obstacles are going to move out of the way as you get to them. That's not a problem. You just have to keep faith that what you're manifesting is coming true. It is coming to you. We have a little bit more work to do as we navigate this new beginning that we're all in and really try to get balance again and regain our footing so that we can see more than 5 feet in front of us. The spirit's holding the view back right now until we're able to gather balance again and really be able to navigate a lot better than we can right now because everything is so brand new. We're on new legs and we're all B&B. And so until we figure out the difference between skunks and flowers and figure out how to walk on ice, we're only getting little pieces of the puzzle at a time. That was all really, really weird analogies, but spirits.
All I can think of now is Mother. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, that was the most random message I've gotten. But that's how spirit's coming through tonight. So that's it.
Beautiful, Amanda. Again, a talent, a gift for sharing the messages that need to be shared. Jen, do you feel called to share any? Do you have any messages in your heart or in your space at this moment?
Actually, I have one for Amanda. I'm still in the process of pulling it, but I'll tell you what I've got so far.
Or could we, do you mind holding Amanda's for when we get to the collective, or is it for now?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not done pulling it. So if I can wait, that would be great.
Yeah, let's finish. Let's let you finish pulling the message, and we'll share Amanda's when it's all here for her.
Okay.
Okay, well, so while she's doing that, I did have a couple other cards. I because they all came out so like fast, and I was like trying to get to the bottom of it. Like, I don't know if you guys could see me shuffling. I was like, well, what happens next? And like the cards are just like flying out. But I forgot I set these aside because these came out too. So after all of that, you get the strength card, which was pretty dope, right? Control over situation, strength, courage, fortitude, conviction, energy, determination, defiance, action, confidence, accomplishment, conquest, fervor. And then the Queen of Coins. Prosperity, well-being, luxury, extreme comfort, security, magnificence, grace, dignity, a rich person but generous and charitable, and a noble soul. And also the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So like after all of it, like there is a lot of positive changes coming for, not just that person who that message was, but collectively, like there's things that are happening behind the scenes and coming into fruition very shortly, if not, now during this transition. So that was the ones that I forgot about, but I did also pull some postcards from Spirit. I wanted one, but I got two, so you know how it goes. So the first one says, "Dear you, Dear you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy and put those plans into action. There may be windows of opportunity that open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and you'll feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember how much work you're putting remember oh, hold on. Remember how much work you're willing to put in. We will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life. So just do it. Loving you so much." So, and then this one was stuck to it too. So it says, "Dear you, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone? You might have, or you might not have any value. Maybe you think you need to control everything, or else nothing will get done, be healed, or be completed, etc. You may think that you need to conform to what others expect of you or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome. But we don't think that would be a good idea. We don't think that would be a good choice," they said. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary, delegate responsibility to another, ask for your needs to be met. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky and messed relationship, repeat this mantra: I didn't cause it, I can't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work out beautifully and honestly in the end. So again, even with these two cards, I feel like it's two separate energies, right? It's like this card was meant for that other, and this was meant for that. So take it how it resonates with whoever it resonates. Hopefully it resonates with somebody. That's all.
That was gorgeous, Lala. I love the messages from the postcards. Those postcards from Spirit, they always, I feel like, just add that like little extra like warm hug from Spirit. Like we can all hug each other and we can pat each other, but Spirit was just like, let me just give you a big old hug. So yeah, thank you for that. That was gorgeous. Jen, is your Amanda message ready?
Yes, I think so. Um, the reason that I know it's for Amanda is because the first card I drew was the Queen of Wands. And that, if I remember correctly, and I'm shocked. Oh my God, I'm shocked that I remember tarot from 2 weeks ago. Amanda explained that this card represents her, and we're seeing it again. This is the second time in a row that I've pulled it for. We're seeing that it's in Leo season. She's coming out of the desert and into she's gonna be harvesting some good stuff in Leo season. And then the next one that I pulled was the card of new opportunities, and this is to make bank. So during Leo season, some kind of opportunity is going to present itself. And then the next one I pulled was, check this out, it's your compliment. It's the King of Wands. And look, he's coming out of the desert too. He's been on a long journey. And he's actually wearing he's got like a lizard pet with him that he acquired along the way. And so he may be, oh my God, he may be, if he's carrying a lizard handbag, you may want to that may be your tell of how it's him. If a lizard wallet or whatever may be, whatever your partner of interest, maybe if it's a lizard, you may want to look twice. But what I really noticed was the placement of these. Let me see if I can get them right in the, no, of course. The placement of these really called out to me. Because you've got to come together. You're a complement of each other, and you're gonna need okay. You're gonna need, whoops. You're gonna need both sides of the complement in order to take you as a unified soul where you need to go. So that's, I don't know anything other than the Queen of Wands means Amanda, but that's what's to me.
Yeah, that was definitely a message for me. You got it spot on. As annoyed as I am by the message. But yeah, that was another message that I received, that we need to come together in order for the abundance to start flowing. And I don't
Yeah.
want to come together. I just want the abundance to start flowing. So that's annoyed.
I see. Well, just so long as you don't shoot the messenger, I'm okay with that.
Oh no. No, you're one of many messengers, because I have not been listening, because I've been very, very loudly screaming, no, I am my own person. I am very capable of making my own money. I do not need no man to help me make money. And Spirit's like, the hell you don't.
Well, it's just the compliment. The partnership, it could be like maybe a business partnership, maybe even things that you excel at, this other person may not, and things that this person excels at, you may not.
Yeah.
So at first you think you're oil and vinegar, but if you combine, you make one pretty nifty soul.
Yeah. I'm just, the reason why Spirit was like, okay, you're paying attention, so now you're going to get this message, is because I've been very, very resistant to it, and I've been flat out saying no.
And it had to come from Jen because, yes. It had to come
Usually
from
comes
Jen.
through Kristen.
If it's coming down this antenna, if it made it through, you better be sure it was for you.
The messages usually come through Kristen, because Spirit knows that I listen to Kristen, but I am in super resistant mode. So Spirit decided to trick me and bring it through you instead.
I love it. I love it. That's great.
So good. Oh man. All right, family. I have an Oracle of Light and Dreams card for us, and I also feel called to sing you all a song. It is what it is. Spirit said to do it. So I don't have my fancy microphone, so it's not going to sound amazing, but it is Disney just for you. So before we move into our individual readings, which we are going to move into next, let's hear from the Oracle of Light and Dreams and bring our hearts into a happy, calm, centered space with a beautiful sung Disney song by Kristen, and then we will share some individual cards for inspiration, and maybe we'll wrap up our Friday night tarot chill. Okay. We have card number 36, which is Feathers, which speaks of developing self-confidence. It says assertive, confident, independent, and positive. This portrait depicts a character who is strong, independent, confident in her own abilities, and proud of her individuality and achievements. Having self-confidence means being comfortable with who you are. It's having belief in yourself and in your ability to meet life's challenges. Gaining confidence is strongly related to how we react to the things that happen in our lives. There is plenty we can do to alter our thoughts and expectations to gain more confidence, including ignore the haters, acknowledge the positive, be kind to yourself, forget the past, stop worrying now. Be assertive in communicating your needs, feelings, and opinions. Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. By William Shakespeare, Measure for Measure. You have everything inside of you you need to achieve and accomplish every dream that you may have. And sometimes we take a little extra time to gain the confidence and direction, but nonetheless, you will always be exactly where you are meant to be, and to trust that. All right, my beautiful souls. I'm going to sing you Colors of the Wind by Disney, and I'm just going to sing karaoke style, so give me a little grace, please.
Are we going to be on camera? Are we going to do backup moves?
You're
You're
muted.
muted. You're muted.
I said, yeah, be my red ladies. Dance. Dance well. Can we sing? Okay, yes. Colors of the Wind. Pocahontas. Let's go. All right, are you ready to hear a song from me? It's gonna be really, really great. And we have some amazing dancing energy that's gonna help flow right through you today. All right.
Oh,
That was me singing. I was just,
are we done? I was expecting a much longer song.
You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock, every creature, every tree has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or asked the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Have you seen with all the voices of the mountain? You can paint with all the colors of the wind. You can paint with all the colors of the wind. Okay, that's it. That's all I feel called. That's what's on my heart. Thank you guys for letting me sing. And thank
That
you,
was
Anna.
awesome.
Your support was super.
Your singing was good enough that it literally called her in here so she could get a lullaby.
Oh.
Love you, Anna.
Wasn't it?
No.
We'll have to bed.
Night night. Beautiful. All right, friends, let's do a little game. And since we are on the theme of Disney, I feel that it is only fair that our game is Disney princesses. So
Oh, no.
you just have to know a Disney princess. And for those of you in the chat, you guys are going to guess Disney princesses when Kristen says shabam. Not until shabam. Don't put your guesses in until shabam is said. So, and my beautiful, beautiful ladies in the Zoom chat, you guys will pick your Disney princesses. So we take a few moments, figure out which princess you want. Okay, I got mine. Is everybody good? We all got our princesses. All right, shabam, shaboozy, shablaplop. I don't even know what the original word was, but boob.
It wasn't boob.
Why don't I just pick something easy though, like shaboom? That would be always
I was
something
gonna be
weird.
smart aleck because you said shabam like 4 times, and you kept saying until I say shabam, and I was just gonna start making guesses because you already said shabam several times.
Yeah, I understand.
Just say pew pew pew.
Yes. We're pewing, we're shabamming, we're blopping, we're blooping, and go. Okay, Ariel.
Pixie Mom got mine.
Flash
Snow
got
White.
mine.
Jasmine. Aw, Jasmine's sleeping right now. Mulan. So Lala's been gotten. Who else is on the table? We've got Jen, Amanda, and myself. Keep on guessing. You can use Google if you feel called. I will not harm anybody for pulling out their Google machine.
Can't type. I am going to guess Rapunzel.
No. It was actually Cinderella. So Pixie Mom got both mine and Lala's. So what I'm gonna offer for Pixie Mom, for sake of love and space, to allow yourself to share one, either Lala or mine, with another of our friends in the chat, so that way everyone can have the opportunity. And then let's keep guessing. We still gotta get Amanda and Jen's.
It's olive
No,
oil.
mine's
Am
gotten.
I allowed to guess too?
Mine's gotten.
Jen?
Flash got mine. It was Snow White.
Yes, okay.
So
Snow
just
White.
Amanda's?
Mm-hmm.
Amanda, is it Pocahontas?
It
Oh,
wasn't even my pick, which is why you guys aren't guessing it very fast.
oh my gosh, Olive Oil, I forgot about her. Whatever happened to what's his name? Popeye. Yes. Popeye and Olive Oil. I'm here for it.
Oh, I
Elsa.
used to know that song.
Did somebody say Belle?
Oh, hey, Lizzie got it.
Elsa. Oh.
Yay. All right.
Pixie Mom, do you want one from me or from Kristen? You guessed mine first. And if you want one from me, tell me if you want a postcard from Spirit or a message from Spirit.
So, Lala, Shay said that she's going to give away yours and she's going to take Kristen's because she
Okay.
thought with yours earlier.
Okay, got it. So who is she giving it to?
Night, night, flashes, fairies. Sleep well with extra sparkles.
Who else was guessing that she's going to give it to?
I got it.
Okay, so since now my reading is back on the table for somebody to be able to guess, I'm gonna get colors. We're gonna go.
No, yours. You're doing Shay. You're doing,
Okay, so then since Lala's is back on the table, Lala pick a color, and whoever would like a reading still, drop your color guesses down in the chat.
okay. Hold on. Okay, got one.
Green, purple, blue, yellow. That was
Jen got it. Teal.
Lizzie, why are you still guessing? You already got mine.
Who, me?
No, Lizzie. Lizzie's
I
still
was-
guessing princesses, but she already got mine.
Sometimes it's just fun. Maybe Lizzie needs to update. Lizzie, press the update button on your YouTube, so that way you're at the right time. You may still be you may be a little bit behind everybody. You're coming in from space below. Okay, go for it. Who is feeling called to go first? I feel called to go first, actually. I think this is really funny, not funny, haha, funny, but funny in like a spirit, because spirit's got jokes. But okay. First of all, Pixie Mom, I just want to bring in the energy of the reading that Lala had earlier, because as you said, it did resonate. And as I mentioned earlier, I pulled a few cards that were angel cards that I said, are these for me? Are they personal, or is this a group reading? And I was going to share, and then it didn't. Anyways, point being is I shuffled them all back together and pulled the cards, and the same cards just came out. So this message is for you, my dear. I have the Two of Air, the Chariot, the Three of Air, and the King of Earth. And I think the first card that the first group that I feel called to speak on is the Two of Air and the Chariot. You feel conflicted within the decision of what needs to be made, of how you can go forward. It's not about the knowing you know what you need to do to go forward, but you're feeling conflicted about making that decision because it hurts, and it's not what you imagined, it's not what you pictured. It almost makes you feel like you're stepping away from the success and the abundance that you've called in. But the big thing that Spirit wants me to remind you of right now is that either way you choose, what is meant to happen will unfold. So allow that pressure to be taken off of yourself, of being like, I have to make this decision right now. I have to do the thing, and I know what's right, and la la la, whatever. Take your time. Is do what feels right for you. Honor that, while also honoring the direction that you see yourself going in. And while you're doing that, Spirit is reminding you of the power of holding space for sadness, for giving it the space it needs to heal, and for really creating a space for it to heal, clearing whatever you need to allow yourself to allow that release to come forward, so that you can then create this sacred container for yourself to begin to cultivate peace and forgiveness and to move forward. But to keep in mind that cultivating this space looks however it needs to look for you, but it is a success for you. It is a success. And to confidently accept and decide and understand that your decision and your ability to move in any direction is your power. You have the ability to turn every situation you experience into gold, into what it is that you desire. You have the ability to see the light in any situation. You have a very special gift, and Spirit's asking you to lean into that gift at this time, and to know within your being that you truly do have the gift of being able to have whatever situation you're experiencing be what it is that you need it to be, and to not be overcome or overtaken, but rather to grow and move forward from it. So that's the message that I have for you, Shay. I'm sending you a lot of love, and also understanding that things do turn. The wheel is always changing, and allowing yourself to come and be in an empowered place in this now moment. And like I said, I'm really just getting this big energy, this understanding of knowing that you will know what the right thing to do is. You do not need to push yourself out of your comfort zone at this time with it, unless you feel called. And when that moment arises, to have the love for yourself to have the confidence in yourself and to trust in spirit and the knowing of the greater picture of the yeah. Okay, that's it for you. I love you, Shay. I'm gonna pass it along. I feel someone else here is ready to share messages, so thank you so much for allowing me to share that with you today.
Yeah, I got Lizzie's message. I don't know if Jen's ready yet, but I feel like because Lala's doing Jen's message and Jen's doing Jess, and Jess is away, it makes sense for me to go first, and then that gives Jess time to come back. So, Lizzie, you got the mountain. The message that I got like a whole message with this card, and then like it's like two separate parts to your message. So there's a whole message with this card, and then there's like a what to do about it that comes after. So the message that I'm getting with this card is that you've been working harder, not smarter. And apparently I have someone coming in to help me with this message. So they showed me a vision of you kind of like trying to dig through the mountain at the base to get out, when like really the hole's right here. All you had to do was climb up the mountain and jump out the hole. So they're really showing me that you need to kind of think outside the box and find the easier, okay, not easier, fine, find the better way around. The way you've been doing things is going to get you there, but you're exhausting yourself while you're doing it. So they want you to not really collab, but kind of discuss things with other people to get outside, not really help, just someone's going to give you the answer that you need without knowing that they're giving you the answer that you need. So you're just going to be talking to somebody about something else completely, and they're just going to be like, oh, by the way, I just learned about such and such a thing and felt like I needed to tell you about it. And that's going to be the piece of information that you need to be able to climb up the mountain and out the hole instead of going straight through the middle of the bottom of the mountain. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So, in the meantime, what they are saying is for you to lean into your emotions. If you're feeling sad, feel sad and let yourself be sad. If you're feeling happy, let yourself be happy. Just really let them all out and really express yourself with them. Like this one is listening, but what I'm really seeing is you like just throwing on some music and doing this whole like interpretive dance where it's constantly changing as you're moving through your emotions and just feeling through your emotions that way and letting yourself be creative. Like I literally see you doing this whole dance and just going nuts. You also need to spend more time in nature. You've not been spending enough time in nature. So specifically, they want you playing in the forest more barefoot. they're very distinct, that you need to be barefoot. You need a lot more grounding. But they want you to play in the forest more. Don't just walk through the forest, like skip and jump and play hide and seek all by yourself. They want you to just oh, that's why she came in. They want you to be this age while you're in the forest and just make up little games to play with yourself and go on a hunt for rocks and see how many rocks you can find and pick out the prettiest ones and pretend that you're a princess. And like they really want you to play make believe. You also need to be in water. They want you to go find a river or a lake or a waterfall to literally just jump in and release everything and re-cleanse yourself. Because that's where that's the element that refreshes you the most is water. So they want you to really spend a lot of time, as much as you can in the summer, but nature water, not pools, not like a bath, not a shower. They want you to go out and find a river or lake or a waterfall and just literally be still in the water so that it cleanses everything. And that's basically it for that. I hope that made sense because they were throwing a lot of pictures and random. It's very chaotic energy tonight, I'm telling you. But they were throwing a lot of like random flashes at me. So that was me trying to piece it all together. But anyway, that's it. Love you.
I'm ready. Is flashback?
She said earlier if she wasn't back that she wants a general and she'll listen to it on the replay.
Okay. Or are you ready now, Lala? Or
I have
Well,
yours if you want to wait and see if
Yeah.
Flash
Yeah.
is back.
Why don't we do that?
Okay. So I asked in the chat if you wanted a postcard or a message from Spirit, and you didn't answer, so I got you both. So the first one is the message from Spirit, and it's hello from heaven. And it has hands holding out different things. So there's a rose, there's pennies, there's a dragonfly, there's feathers, and there's a butterfly. So if any of those symbols mean anything to you. And
Yeah.
it says, yes.
Yes. The
Okay.
dragonfly specifically and the butterfly.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's yellow.
The yellow butterfly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it says, well, I'm going to read the book because it says, this is directly the message. Okay. So it says, your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and to prove they're with you at this time, they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you. This card comes forth now because you may be thinking of someone you're missing, so this serves as a validation that he or she is still with you. When a loved one passes and leaves the physical world, the familiar methods of ordinary communication get interrupted for a time until a new form of communication is established. Spirit people are trying to get your attention through special signs and symbols. This is their new way of connecting with you. Trust that it's really your loved one's presence you're feeling. Acknowledge when they visit you in your dreams or when they send a specific scent that reminds you of them. Another way for them to let you know that they're around is blinking lights, TV sets turning off and on, shiny pennies and dimes suddenly appearing, or even cell phones ringing with their names being displayed. These are just some of the many signs and symbols. So put a loving thought out to them and let them know you're ready to receive more and that they've got your attention. Be thankful for these signs and symbols. Cherish and hold them close to your heart, for they truly are hellos from heaven.
That resonated so much. I have actively been asking for more awareness and direct communication with my guides. So it couldn't have been more spot on.
Wow. Okay. So I pulled a second one because I was like, okay, so what is the message? The hello from heaven, but what is the message, right? So here we go.
Okay.
So we got another one, and I pulled a postcard too. So bear with me. So the message was they want to tell you, just first of all, look at how powerful this card is.
On fire.
Right? It goes along with the theme that we've been talking about tonight of the phoenix, right? Rising from the ashes, like you're burning with passion, right?
Yeah.
So it says, oh, it would help if I go to the right page. Sorry. So it says, life devoid of passion can be a boring, uninspired blank canvas that slowly drains the soul. Now is the time to reignite your passions and rejoin life. This is an opportunity to set new goals, which will in turn reconnect you with all that is sacred. This is one of the more important cards in this deck, and by choosing it, you're acknowledging that you may have lost your way. Try to remember what you felt passionate about when you were younger. Notice what you're doing when time flies, which is a clear sign of being passionate about something. Spirit is calling out right now to pull you away from all the pressures and the routines of life and take a moment to review what's missing. If you were feeling lethargic at this time, your soul could possibly be sending messages to your body that you must find a way of putting this vital energy back into your life. Rekindle both old and new passions. Light the fire and let your soul feel the exhilarating energy that comes from inspiration and excitement of what's to come. Start to feel alive again. We here in Spirit are there every step of the way to encourage, inspire, and support you.
Wow. That just, I mean, with the rebirth and the coming out of the hermit stage, and that just really resonated. That was a great reading.
Yay. So we got a postcard, the last thing.
Okay.
So it says, dearest you, there is only one you, and you have a unique path and special purpose. You're supposed to have specific experiences in this world and meet certain people, but then it is up to you how to live, how awake you choose to be, and how willing you are to grow and strip away what's false. Don't compare yourself to others. It's easy to think a person is happier just because their outside looks good according to society's standards, but you can't know anyone's internal experience. Compare yourself only to your past self. See how far you've come. Don't be distracted by what others are doing or accomplishing. Stay focused on what inspires you. That's how you get successful and find happiness. Want what you have now, not what someone else has. We love you immensely and know your journey ahead is sparkling with miracles and wondrous things. Trust. Loving you forever and ever.
Oh, I love that. That gave me chills.
Yay, I'm glad it resonated. Those
Yeah.
powerful messages came through.
Yeah, it was. Can't wait to see the sparkling.
Yes.
I
I
mean,
can't wait to see your
I need a
sparkling
bit
too.
sparkle in my life.
We all deserve a little more sparkle in our life, I
Yes,
think.
I think so. You're right about that. That's the universal need. More sparkle.
More sparkle, please. No, I love that. Thank you all so much. The readings were absolutely beautiful. You guys are absolutely talented, gifted readers, and I'm truly blessed to be able to be here with you all. So,
It's Jessica's turn.
huh?
Jen hasn't done just yet.
Yeah, I was just inserting my gratitude, but yeah, go for it.
Is this thing on? Hey, Flash, welcome back. Just in time. Um, I I don't necessarily love the message, but I think it's a good story because it has a good ending. So just hang in there with me. Um, and again, I have no idea if this resonates with the official definition. So if not, take what resonates and leave the rest. The first card I drew for you is the King of Swords. And he to me means someone that you look to for security. And he's like a stable figure in your life. Or he adds stability to your life. But then the next card I pulled, unfortunately, is the Ten of Swords. This to me, this means that your protector, you're gonna start questioning as you go through this next phase. You're gonna start questioning, is this really my protector or not? You're gonna feel stabbed in the back. But when you take out each one of these swords and examine them, you will realize that they're mirrors. So it this is there's this is giving you an opportunity to examine your relationship with this person to see if that relationship is mirroring back anything to you that keeps you triggered and keeps you down here in this area. So if you are the only one that can remove these swords, nobody else can. You have to do this yourself. If you manage to remove all 10 swords and heal from those wounds, then look what's going to happen to the relationship. It's going to blossom. And that's because you look, this is happiness. It's got the sun blaring behind the angel, blessing the union. One thing I forgot to point out in this Ten of Swords, you see you're out of energy here, but look, you still got to pass this water. You've got mountains in the distance. You're going to need to repair that relationship. Look, the mountain is closer now and it's taller. But you and your partner have the ability to conquer it together. And on the other side of that mountain is happiness and fulfillment, and all of your cups are producing the fruits of the lessons that you learned, and or behaviors that you shed, or what the lessons that you learned from examining yourself in these 10 mirrors. So not sure. Oh, cool.
I love that, Jen. I've never really considered the Ten of Swords, imagining them as mirrors. That was a really beautiful visual, so thank you for sharing that. All right, my beautiful family. This has been an absolutely beautiful Tarot and Chill Friday night. I am going to honor that we have had a beautiful 2.5 hour session of reading tonight. So I will say I think everybody here got a reading, except for Farina, I believe, is the only person that's alive still that has not gotten a reading. So Farina, my dear, you will have a bonus pop-up reading from Kristen, and then I think we'll go ahead and, or unless, does anybody else feel called to pull for Farina? Anybody feeling it? Feeling called. Amanda's feeling it? Okay, cool. Go for it, Amanda. You got it. And Farina, if you have a specific question or any energies you'd like to send to Amanda right now, we'll be sure to get that message directly to you in the time space that it is meant for. So, and just a final, lots of gratitude. I'm so genuinely grateful for each and every one of you for being here, for taking the time out of your day to share space with one another, to be loving and gracious with one another. It really means a lot to me to be able to come together and be around one another and know that we're going to be respectful and kind and courteous. So thank you all for providing this beautiful community space with each other and being here today. Yeah, that's my final gratitude. I do kind of feel called to lead us into just another short closing meditation, and then Amanda will have the message for Farina to end us for the night. So if you'd like to just allow yourself to come back into your center, we'll start where we left off by placing one hand directly over our heart center and the other hand over our belly button. And just allowing yourself to really feel the connection between your two hands right now, focusing on your heart and the connection that you have between your heart and your stomach, knowing that you have a brain that exists within your mind, within your heart, and within your gut. And they are all valid, they are all beautiful, and they're all strong. So we're going to breathe some loving energy into these spaces and into these connections. And I just invite you on the breath in to imagine a pure white light of whatever color you'd like to add, breathing into your body and filling the spaces within you. And as you exhale, allowing the energy, the pull of the exhale to release any tension, frustration, anger, any energy that may be within you that you feel called to release. And I imagine it as whatever texture or color that feels called in that moment. Just allow it to be what it needs to be for you. So we'll allow ourselves to straighten our spines. We can roll our shoulders back just a little bit. Just allow yourself to come into a comfortable space within your body. And we'll take a nice gentle breath in, breathing in that beautiful light. And exhaling deeply, releasing with texture. And another deep breath in. And release, exhale. One more strong breath in. And release. If you'd like, you can bring your hands both up to your heart center now. And just take a few gentle breaths in your own time space, cultivating love, gratitude, and awareness. You are whole, you are complete, you are loved exactly as you are in this now moment. Whenever you're ready, you can begin to bring your awareness back to your body by wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, wiggling your knees and your nose, and opening your eyes whenever you are ready. Thank you all so much for joining me in this grounding and healing space today. I send you off with a namaste, and we'll let Amanda share our reading for Farina. Maybe if those who are still here and would like to, we'll do a little bit of a love splash, cultivate that loving energy out to all of you. It's love splash waves, okay? It ripples. It's like it's not all at once, okay? Water can't move at once. Okay.
It didn't feel like being sideways. It felt like being forward.
I like it. All right, Amanda, you got this, babe.
All right. So, Farina, I don't know if you're still here, but if you're not, I'll send this to you later. Anyway. Okay, so first card that you got is a giant stop sign. So the universe has like a big X over you right now. Stop with the overthinking. Stop with the questioning. Stop with everything right now because it's keeping you in a negative mindset. So what they want you to focus on is who are you? So really what you need to be doing right now is working on the healing and figuring out who it is that you really are at your core. You've been dragged through the mud, and that's why you're kind of questioning everything, and that's understandable. But you know what's happening. You're not in the dark anymore. You got your blinders off, so you've seen what's going on. You know exactly what's happening right now. You don't need to be pandering to anybody, is the way that they're putting it. You're very strong and you have your opinions. You don't need to bow to anybody any longer. You're on your own path right now. You're on this path alone because you need to be alone. So it says no trips without a tripper. You need to go on this journey to self-discovery by yourself. Don't worry about relationships. Don't worry about the other people in your life. None of that matters. You need to focus on you and your path and where you want to go. There's so much road here that you need to travel, and it looks like it's desert. But look, there's happiness at the end. The sun's here. So you are being divinely guided. Just because it looks all dry and barren, it's not dry and barren up here. It just looks that way because you're still back here. You're at the beginning of the path. So you need to focus on getting through this tough part, getting through the healing, over to the oasis over here where all the happiness is. And then you can start bringing other people back in. But right now, we're not worrying about that. We're just worrying about you, figuring out who you are and where you need to be. So that is your message.
Thank you, Amanda. Really appreciate you sharing that final message for today. All right, dear soul family. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful rest of your day wherever you are within your own time space. And may you feel loved, may you feel nourished, and may you know that always you are whole. And we're going to send you off with some love. And have an amazing rest of your day. Okay, bye. Oh no.